Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mhaske coaching classes, lecture 4. Today we are going to start off with a new paper and new important questions. So let's begin with the lecture. By now we have solved of a question paper which include all important questions, and we are done with unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5 in it. All were included. There is a grammar, there is a sentence construction, communication skill, writing skill, presentation skill, um, and seen and unseen passage. So let's move ahead with similar type of question you will see today. We are going to solve the question. We'll see how to solve the questions again, and we'll end this paper. Okay. So yes, it's a winter 2024. Question 1. Attempt any 5 of the following. So you can attempt any 5, but you have a time you can go for all the questions. First one, explain how plastic is an environmental hazard. So in Goa and Ooty, we have seen in your lesson, the plastic is banned by government, and there are a lot of measures has been taken just to uh, make sure that we are not using government plastic anymore. So as per the government, there are other communities who are helping to ban the plastic. So today we are going to see how plastic is not really useful for environment and how it makes hazard. Hazard means it is harmful for environment. I'll quickly write hazard means harmful. Okay, so plastic is an environmental hazard because it is non-biodegradable. The very important point is because it is non-biodegradable. Does not dissolve in the soil, and that is the reason it is harmful, persisting in the environment of hundreds of years. So when you throw plastic outside, when you throw wrappers of chocolates and chips and everything, it will be there for hundred of years. Like you'll have next two generations, but the plastic will be still there. So you have to be very, very careful before throwing plastic on the road. It harms wildlife through ingestion and entanglement, pollute land and water. So it is majorly polluting land and water, and breaks down into microplastic. So this plastic bag will be cut down between small plastics, microplastics we called, and that contaminated ecosystem, and that will make sure that the it will break your ecosystem and food chain. Obviously your ecosystem and food chain, which is really important for living things to go on, it will break down your food chain as well. Additionally, plastic production and incineration release harmful chemical. So it's not just that it is non-biodegradable. Of course it will stay there in environment, someone will eat it, someone will chalk there, and automatically food chain will disturb. But during making plastic, when you make plastic, what will happen? The harmful chemicals are coming out. We all know that during when we use refrigerator and air conditioner, we the those are giving the chemicals out during the use. Similarly, when we are making plastic, it release harmful chemicals and contribute to air pollution as well. So there is a soil pollution, there is water pollution, and there will be air pollution while making the plastic. And the climate change will be automatically done because of air pollution. And that is the main reasons why the plastic is harmful for environment. It is a hazard, it is an obstacle for environmental growth as well. So these are the points you have to make sure that you are keeping in mind while writing about the plastic. So first one is, it is non-biodegradable. That means it won't dissolve in soil for hundreds of years. It harms wildlife through injection and intent. It pollutes land and water. That will be a second point. Then it will break your ecosystem and food chain will be a third point. And your fourth point is while making plastic, it release harmful chemicals which cause air pollution. That will be a fourth point. So for 2 marks, you will write these 4 points. Okay. Next, describe how Dr. Kalam explains the problem of unemployment of India's engineering graduates. So Dr. Kalam explained problem of unemployment. Unemployment means those who are not having job, still not holding job. Quickly write here, still, even after education, not holding job or not earning anything. That is what unemployment means. And which degree they have? It's an engineer graduate's degree. So, though they are engineers, they are still unemployed, which means they have problem of holding job. They are not able to get the job only. Okay. How? Why? The Dr. Kalam is explaining how this is happening or why this is happening. Dr. Kalam explained that the unemployment of India's engineering graduate is primarily due to mismatch. So there is a mismatch between skills taught in academic institution and the requirement of industry. So there is a mismatch between academic institution and requirement of industry. Imagine they ask you for being a teacher, you need some set of skills, right? You need communication skill, you need personality skill, n number of skill, basically behavior management skills and so on. So but when you take admission for your B.Ed, bachelorate in education, they are teaching you some different skills like um, it can be any skills like how to cook, how to manage your time, or how to how to clean the classes, which is not the skills for teacher, right? So similarly, even in engineering academy, in that academic year, the whatever the skills that students have been taught are not matching with what industry requires. So if in my, for example, I'm a teacher and if I learned how to cook, how to clean the classroom, and when I'll go to when I'll go for a job interview and they ask me for my skill, am I able to give the demo, or am I able to hold the job of teaching? Of course, no, I am not able to do that because they must be expecting me to manage the class, be patient with the kids, or how to teach whatever the is in the syllabus. But if I'm not able to do that, instead of that, I know how to clean and how to cook, then we are unmatched skill. It's a mismatched skill. Similarly, these things are happening. For example, mechanical engineer, they should know um, how to make car, how to design a car, um, and so on. Like how to make sure that what is the connectivity and what is the transport, what is the needed um, in the future in terms of car. So these are the skills they should have. Instead of that, if they are learning how to connect a wire and how to cook and uh, just how to be presentable, then the skills are not matching at all, and then no one will give them a job. So that's why Dr. Kalam was explaining about it, and he wanted the college or institution to take that in mind so that they will change the syllabus, they'll change um, whatever the skills they are teaching in academic institution, and they'll try to match it with the requirement of industry. Again, description of whatever I have told you right now. Lack of practical knowledge. They are giving all the theory knowledge. How to design a car, draw the line, do this, do that. That's it. They don't know how to exactly do this. If I ask you, to cook. And I've written it down. Take one bowl of water and then heat it up and then put some sugar in it, put some uh, put some chai patti in it and then some milk and then just let it mix up. Will you be able to do that? No, because you need practicals of it. So when I'll take you near the gas, you're not able to light up the gas because you don't know how to do it, right? So practical knowledge is really important. When I'll take the kid towards the gas, I'll show how to do it, then only they'll able to do it, and that's what the practical knowledge means. And that is what lacking behind, which means absenteeism of practical knowledge. There were no practical knowledge in engineering institution. The education system focuses heavily on theory. So it is heavily focusing on theory. Many graduates lack of practical skill, hands-on experience needed for real-world application. So as per my knowledge, Dr. Kalam was aeronautical engineer. It's all about aeroplane, how to how to be a pilot, how to make the aeroplane, what are some engine systems, and how the fuel works, and you should know everything about it. But just given your practical knowledge, how to drive a plane, how to being a pilot, will you be able to drive a plane? No, right? Exactly. So that is the reason practical knowledge is really important. When you'll enter the plane, you'll come to know what is the system over there, how to connect the fuel, what is the button for it, and everything, how to take off, how to land, what needs to do, how to cooperate with the main system and everything. So lack of practical knowledge from the institution. um, so they are just focusing on theories. um, no practical skills. There's no hand-on experience, and that is the reason they are not able to apply for the job. Absence of industry coordination. There is lack of coordination between academic and industry, meaning students do not have a clear idea of work they will do after graduation. Nowadays it's good, but before this there is no coordination between academic and industry. They'll not call the they'll not work with the companies and everything to make sure that the students will have the clear idea. Right now we have internship and everything, but before this there were no internship, there were no clear idea that what am I going to do after this college, after this degree, what what exactly job I'm going to do, what are the things that will be there for me. And due to lack of ideas, no one was able to crack a interview only. Need of entrepreneurship, that is what I've told you right now. Kalam emphasized the need of graduates to become a job creators. Entrepreneurship is basically a businessman. So businessman was having his own business is your entrepreneurship. Kalam emphasized on the need of graduate and become job creator through innovation and internship rather than solely seeking job. So they don't want the engineers to give the job, to take the jobs. No, you are unemployed. That doesn't mean you are just waiting for someone to give you job. No, they don't want that. They want someone to be a businessman. So you will give job to 10 more engineers. So that is what he wanted to do. He was emphasized on graduate to become a job creator. If you will be a businessman having your own business, you will you will be the job giver to the those who are very innovative, and you will make sure that those who are seeking job, you will give the jobs to them, and you will make sure that we are progressing as a country. So that is what Kalam was describing, why this is happening and what is the need of what needs to be changed and what is the need of the era. Next. Okay, so here conclusion, you can just write, you'll just think of main underlying point, you'll make sure that you are keeping that in mind, and whenever the question will come, you will just write it down. Next, state Dr. Kalam's view on dreams. So what is his views? What are his opinions? What are his opinions on dreams? It's about vision, it's about goal, it about aim. What is your aim? What is your dream? So I know that as per my knowledge, I know that they Kalam's quote only, that he used to think that dream is not the one which let you sleep or which will come in your sleep. It's the one who will not let you sleep at all. So that should be dream. That is your aim, which will not let you sleep. So Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam viewed dream as not as a possessive fantasies but as a powerful motivators. So your dream is not like something fantasies. When you sleep, it will comes in your mind, and when it will go through your thought, and when you'll woke up, you will just forget about it. No, it's a powerful motivators for action and success. So dream will let you, you know, let you take the actions, will take you towards success. So that is what the dream is all about. He's talking. He believed that dreams transform into thoughts. So once it will come in your mind, it will transform into your thought, which then lead to action. So first you will dream, then you will thought of it, then you will take action on it. So once you dream, you thought, should I do this? And then you'll feel, oh wow, that's really interesting, and that is what I wanted to do in my life. And then you actually go for it, you take the action for it, and are the crucial first step for achieving greatness. And these are the first steps to achieve the greatness. He encouraged people to dream big. He always encourage people to dream big, no matter what is your condition is. If you dream big, you will make sure that it is coming true, and the work tirelessly. And when you have a big dream, you will get, oh, everything what you need. You will not be physically tired, you'll not be mentally pressurized. You will feel motivated all the time to make their ambitions a reality. And when you talk about it continuously, you became very ambitious about it, and then you are just eagerly waiting when I'm going to, see this in my reality. Stating that dreams provide purpose. So basically, for him, the dreams will provide you purpose and direction for your life, um, and are forced to inspire hard work and perseverance. So everyone has the, it will make you happy when you achieve those milestone, and then you're waiting for your success, and that is what gives you purpose and direction. If you don't dream, there will be no direction where to go. You will just thought of, what should I do now, where to go, what to do, I don't know nothing, and then you will not feel motivated to live a life. So this dream will, let you towards your purpose, and it will make sure that you have the direction where to go and where not to go. And this dream will automatically inspire you to work hard and perseverance, like not to give up. No matter what, you're not going to give up. So that is what is about dream. So dream that, make sure that it's not fantasies, or the dream which is not come in your sleep. The dream will not let you sleep. So make sure that you are writing an additional point about this, and 1, 2, 3, 4 points will be added into it. Okay, so this is what his views are. You can write, dream encourage, he used to encourage people to dream big and work tirelessly. Dreams provide purpose, and direction, and it inspire hard work and perseverance. These are 5 points you can write. Okay, next. State the steps to be taken to achieve a mature and integrated personality. What are the steps to be taken to achieve mature and integrated? We can say it's all round. Okay, mature is all about understanding, basically. You know when what to do. So that is what the maturity means. And integrated is all about, like, you know everything. So to achieve mature and integrated personality, what the first thing you need to do is develop self-awareness. You are very well self-awareness. What are self-awareness means? What are the things I like? What are the things I don't like? What I will tolerate? What I'll never tolerate? What are my values? What I don't respect as a value? What are my spiritual compatibility? What is not? So you have a clear idea about what what triggers you and what not triggers you at all. So when you are very well aware about yourself, you know how you will behave in what situation is about self-awareness. And when you're clear about it, then you're fully aware about your own self. If you don't know, if the person, what will be your reaction on person's action, then you are not at all self-aware. So make sure that, giving you a small example, if someone teases you, कोणी तुम्हाला चिडवलं, तर त्याच्यावर तुम्ही काय रिॲक्ट करणार हे जेव्हा तुम्हाला आधीच माहिती असतं, which means you are self-aware. Otherwise, you are not self-aware at all. So first one is developing self-awareness. Many students, even college students, I'm not talking about even college students, many of the elders, adult, the one who are in their 30s, they are not mature enough because they don't know what is their self-awareness. So they are not self-aware, and that is the reason they are lacking the maturity. So you have to be clearly self-aware what you want and what you don't want. Second, practice emotional regulation. This is again, emotional regulation is all about your emotional quotient. Emotional quotient means you regularize your emotion. You're not, when someone teased you, you're not very hyped and you are screaming and then you are overacting, overreacting. No, when you will be emotionally regularized, or someone teased you, you started crying and then you don't want to show up in front of group, that is not emotional regulation. The emotional regulation means when you when you actually know how to control your emotion, when you are very well aware that when you are in a group, you're not going to cry, you are going to face the situation, not by screaming and overreacting, but by controlling your emotion and, you know, giving them a positive, normal reaction on it. So that is what self-regulation means. Cultivate empathy. This is a really important point that everyone should do this because it will lead to humankind. माणुसकी जर जपायची असेल तर empathy towards surrounding is really important, not just human being. So empathy is basically सिच्युएशन जी झाली आहे, ज्यांनी तुम्हाला खूप राग आलाय, तुम्हाला चिडचिड होतीये, तुम्हाला जे काही होतंय ते का होतंय, त्याच्या मागचं अंडरस्टँडिंग असणं इज रिअली रिअली इम्पॉर्टंट. समोरचा माणूस तुम्हाला त्रास देतोय, का देतोय, जेव्हा तुम्ही काचं उत्तर शोधता, you started building empathy towards it. So yes, cultivating empathy is really important, not just for living things, just for animals, for trees, and for everyone around you. So other key steps including taking responsibility, this will make you mature. We called a person gentleman or mature women when they take the responsibility of their own actions and reactions as well. So चुकलं ठीक आहे, माझं चुकलं, मी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी घेतो अँड आय विल मेक शुअर की हे परत होणार नाही आणि जे चुकलंय त्याला मी करेक्ट करायचा प्रयत्न करेल. दिस इज व्हॉट टेकिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मीन्स. किंवा मी इतका मोठा झालोय की ह्या जबाबदाऱ्या माझ्या आहेत हे समजणं इज रिअली रिअली इम्पॉर्टंट. तरच तुम्ही मॅच्युअर झाले असं समजलं जातं. सो आफ्टर 18 घरातल्या काही जबाबदाऱ्या घेणं, घरच्यांना हेल्प करणं एक बेसिक सेन्स ऑफ मॅच्युरिटी आहे आणि त्यात एक टेकिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज वन ऑफ द फॅक्टर. सेटिंग अँड परस्युइंग गोल्स. तुम्ही तुमचं स्वतःचं एम आहे, तुम्हाला लाईफमध्ये काय करायचंय हे जेव्हा क्लिअर असतं आणि परसुएट करायला जातं, जेव्हा तुम्ही ते गोल अचीव करायला जाता, दॅट इज व्हॉट द इंटिग्रेटेड ऑलराऊंड डेव्हलपमेंट इज. मेंटेनिंग इंटिग्रिटी. Integrity is basically honesty. You know what is right, what are the business ethics, you know what are basic manners and etiquettes, and you know that what I need to be, what is done from me as a citizen, as a citizen of this globe or citizen of this country. You know what needs to be done, and if you know if you went if when you know you went wrong somewhere and you are connecting it, you're confronting it, that is also comes under integrity. Continuously learning. So learning is like non-stop process. When you just born, before you born, I guess your learning start until your last breath, learning is going to happen. And if you stop, if you stuck, you're not going anywhere at all. So learning is continuous process. Even if you know your grandparents and your parents are quite interesting about learning Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. They wanted to learn all those things because they feel they are lagging somewhere in the society and community. So learning is a continuous process, and building resilience by not giving up, by making sure that you will stand straight in front of all the challenges, no matter how strong the storm is, you will be resilient towards it. You will face the challenge every time. So these are the things will make you mature and integrated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. We discussed regarding 8 things so far. Um, these are described here. I have already described. Self-awareness means what are your strengths, weaknesses, value, emotions. It's a regular self-reflection is when you know where am I good, where I'm not good, that is your strength and weaknesses. Practice emotional regulation, manage your emotions as I told you earlier, and control and avoid impulsive reaction. You cannot scream, you cannot um, you know show anger, you cannot throw things on people. So this is what your impulsive reaction means. Fourth point is practice mindfulness. How you are going to do is mindfulness is all about meditate. Okay, not just meditate, whatever you like, whatever your hobbies will be your mindfulness, where your mind is calm and you feel the silence. You feel that, yes, now while I can control my emotion, now I'm feeling calm. So that is what the mindfulness activity is. It can be anything that makes your mind calm. That's it. So you can have your favorite food. You can just you can be just staying alone. You might be watching your favorite movie. Anything which making your mind calm will be your mindfulness. Yes. Next. Next question is list the 7 keys to success. So if you're doing all this, obviously you will lead to success. But still, what are the keys? Like, what you need to really follow to make sure that you're going towards the success will be clear goals and planning, which means you know that I need to reach here and I'm here right now. This is my clear goal. My planning will be for 1 month, for 30 days, I'll reach here. For next 2 years, I'll work hard and I'll reach here directly, and so on. That is my planning. I'm not talking about just a mountain climb, no. So that's your clear goal, that in 2025, I am, by the end of the 2025, I have to make sure that I'm learning how to design a car, will be your clear goal. And the planning will be, this month I'm going to enroll in this course. Next month I'll make sure that I'm designing my own car, and the third month I'll be doing practical to make sure that it is better. That is my planning towards my goal, and by the end of the year I'm going to design my own car. So that is what clear goals with proper planning. Next, discipline and hard work. It's you you all know since your childhood that discipline will take you towards goal, and of course the hard work, now the smart work as well. So many lists emphasize the importance of self-discipline and consistency. So imagine you started, it's your very first month, you reach here. So first month you reach here, okay? But for next 2 years, you are not at all disciplined and you don't want to work hard, you don't want to walk further, and you rested, automatically it will not achieve in 2 years, and you are not here in 2 years. No. Are you going to achieve a goal? No. So that is what discipline and hard work means. Next is mindset. A positive attitude, belief in oneself, and resilience are frequently cited. You know what? Mindset is all about this. If you are positive, you are thinking positive, you can do anything in this world. But if you are not thinking positively, you have a continuously negative thought, you're not able to do it. So, mindset. I am going to do this, I will do it, and I know that I'm going to do this within this many years and at this age. That is what your mindset is. But if you say, I want to do this, but I don't know if I'm able to do it, I don't think I have a time to do it, this is not going to work in future, all these thoughts will change your mindset. So these are the negative thoughts. Don't let this negative thought impacting your mindset. So please be clear with your mindset that I'm going to think positively every time, no matter what. So I'm going to believe in myself and I know I'm going to do it. That if you keep that mindset, you'll definitely do it. And that is what really key to success, I would say, a very important key to success. Then continuous improvement. You will improve. Everyone as a human being will improve, no doubt in that, but you have to celebrate it. Yes, I did this. In next, even in 30 days, I reach here. It's my improvement. It's my small milestone. I should be happy with it. I should, celebrate it with all my heart and with all my loved one. That is what improvement is. When you celebrate, you'll come to know what you have improved so far. Otherwise, you'll never come to know what your improvement is. And it is really important for growing, and adopting is a common thread. Okay, so when you start adopting it, it will become a common thread, but if you start continuously improving, you will grow further. Next is action and perseverance. Taking action, every time. Persistent, being continuously you're taking action and not giving up and facing the crucial challenges. Obviously, this road is not that easy. We all know that this row will ultimately lead, there will be possibilities of having um, having some challenges, some obstacles, and all these things. So, your road is this, and you need to achieve and you need to reach over here. You are going to face challenges, but you're not going to stop at all. You're going to continuously walk, continuously take challenges, take actions, and you will move ahead. That is the next key to success. Even if you there will be one challenge, will you going to stop? Oh, this is really hard, I'm not going to do it. No, you're not going to do it because you are persistent. You know how to face challenges. Next, relationship and purpose. Some lists highlight the importance of building relationship and serving large purpose. So, my goal is to become a teacher. Why I wanted to be a teacher? Because my purpose and my relationship was really, really clear. My purpose is to serve the students. I wanted to make sure that the youth is going to, have all the things which is needed for them, and the relationship between kids, like I know how to manage a kid and I know how to deal with them, is when I know this, when I know that my relationship is going to be highlight for this, and when I'm with them, I'm going to forget everything. That is my relationship and purpose. Okay, last question of the day. List the qualities of emotionally stable person. Oh, really important. So for maturity, you need to be emotionally stable. Okay. So self-regulation, we already discussed this point. How to control, how to manage your emotions is all about self-regulation. Resilience, the bounce back. Everyone will have one or the other thing as the challenges, as the obstacles in your life. And while facing this life, you have to come back to your track. You have to bounce back from that challenges, no matter how distressed or how sad you are. You have to control your emotion, and then you have to come back, and that is what the life is. So resilience is really, really important when you are on the track. Realistic and purpose perspective. Realistic perspective, I'm so sorry. So they maintain a balance and grounded view of situations, avoiding catastrophism. Realistic perspective is really, really important because it will give you reality check. What is real? You are in your own imagination, fantasism, and when you are not just imagining. I was talking to grade 10 student yesterday, and he was like, I'm going to be a businessman, and I'm going to have my own business like Pushpa. Is it realistic? Of course not. So he said, but the Pushpa was real. I'm like, he was real, but it is not going to work in your life because everything is going to be, developed. Everything is going to be upgrade. How can you just take the chandan wood from that? How can you just grab the chandan wood or thief of it? You're not able to do that. So don't think of it that you'll be, exactly similar with him. No, that's not realistic in this real world. So you have to be very, very aware of it. And that is what the realistic perspective means. And you have to be grounded. You have to make sure that what is going to be happen and what is real. And the next is just last 2 points. High self-esteem. When you believe in yourself, it's a self-esteem. The stable and secure sense of self-worth. I know I'm able to do it and I am going to do it is your self-esteem, self-confidence. So believe in yourself, and when you know what am I worthy of it, then it's a high self-esteem. And when you know this, you will automatically emotionally stable. You can control your emotion because you know what is right for you. And last one is again mindfulness. Whatever you like, when you make sure that your mind is at right place, it's calm, then you'll not feel overwhelmed at all. Even if you have a lot of work to do in a one day, you have to keep your mind calm. You will be able to do it. So, or you can prioritize it. So, for that, being mindful or make sure that your mind is at right place, then you will control your feelings and you will not feel overwhelmed by them. This is what the mindfulness is, and you can do it with variety of things. There are a lot of ways to make sure that you are, at right place. And when you have all this, you will automatically emotionally stable. Okay, cool. That's it for today. See you tomorrow exactly at 7:15. Have a nice day. Have a good time. See you all tomorrow.